This is what the pedal board looks like most of the time, so I think it's probably due a decent overhaul, and this is what the 12 days, or 12 pedals of Christmas should I say, is going to end up doing, a complete overhaul. 2 weeks ago we had that complete mess of a board, and in that time quite a lot has happened. I've moved rooms, I've moved into my sort of studio, and now this is what we've ended up with. There's our new pedal, I'll get to that in a little while. But with the G3 all set up, lots of cables, power stuff, and a pedal board I'm really happy with. So let's go ahead and play some stuff through it. Hi guys, James here, thank you for coming to watch, and today is the last part of the 12 pedals of Christmas, you might be happy to know. It's been a bit of a journey for me, filming so many videos in quite a short space of time, but it's been a really good learning curve as well about how to build a pedal board. I've tidied it up quite a bit since I started. I've still got a lot to learn about routing cables and all of this stuff, but frankly, I'm incredibly happy with what I've got now. So I thought what I'd do today is just quickly take you through each pedal, give you a little sound demo, then we'll go through a few combos, and I'm going to show you what the new pedal is in a second. First of all, to any new viewers, people who haven't subscribed, or new subscribers who aren't even aware, I'm running a competition to give away this Nobels ODR1 pedal. It's a fantastic natural overdrive. It's often known as the sort of Nashville pedal. A lot of the great session players use this. I made a video about it a while back, which I'll link up here. And all you have to do is subscribe and comment. And when I get to 1,500 subs, and I'm around 1,400 now, I'll send this anywhere in the world. I'll pick a name out of the hat at random. So go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Go back and watch the video about this one, and you'll see, I'm sure you'll like it. It's a really nice pedal. And yeah, let's keep going. So the first thing to say is I was going to use both of my 2-rock amps. I've got a Bloomfield Drive and I've got a classic Reverb Signature. But something I see each time I try and pair them up is that really they cancel each other out. They both sound incredible, but they, being both 2-rocks, they have quite similar frequencies in them. So I always notice that I end up being a bit unhappy with having both together, and I end up pairing one of them with something else. So for this time, I've actually gone for the classic Reverb with the Dr. Maz 18, and they have quite different frequencies in them. Obviously, they're using different types of tubes, and the Maz is going for more of that Marshall thing. I once paired up the classic Reverb with my Marshall JTM 45, and it was fantastic. But the Marshall is very noisy with a lot of these pedals that I've got, so I decided not to go for that. But let's just hear what the amp sounds like by themselves. So we've got the classic Reverb. And then the Maz. And then together, there you go. So I think that's really nice. You've got a bit more body with the classic Reverb, and you've got a bit more of that high end with the Maz. So today what we're going to do is we're going to use my always on pedal. At the moment that's the Peacekeeper, and that by itself sounds like this. I just love the way it pushes the amp slightly. It's got the edge of breakup sound. And just say I'm only going to be using this guitar today. It's my number one, the Gibson Custom Shop 59 reissue ES355. I was going to do a humbucking guitar and a single coil, but I've decided just to keep it to this one. This is, a lovely guitar, and it does justice to all of these different sounds. So let's keep going. We're going to have the Peacekeeper on all the time, and we're just going to add one at a time pedals wise. So we'll start with the Cali 76. And then we've got the Austin Pride Fuzz. I keep that set so it's not incredibly fuzzy, and it's really dynamic with the volume tone, so it can go. Which is great. Okay, now we're coming to my new pedal. I should have mentioned this at the beginning. This was going to actually be the King Tone Vintage Fuzz. And in the last video, you saw me pull it out of the cupboard sort of secretly. But it was, you know, not really a secret. I was going to have my vintage fuzz there, which I love. But then on Christmas Day, I was very lucky to receive from my wife this Vemuram Myriad fuzz. This is the Josh Smith signature fuzz pedal. My wife asked me what pedal I might like, and I said that. I decided not to go for the big one, which has a lot more options and things and dials. Just keep it simple. I didn't have a huge space left on the board either. I think the big one is like the size of, well, it's like double the size maybe, or a bit bigger. So that's battery powered at the moment, because for a £360 pedal, it doesn't come with the £2 adapter for the negative tip barrel thing, whatever you call it, which is very annoying. The vintage fuzz came with it. So I'm a bit disappointed by that, I have to say, for such an expensive pedal. But it's running on battery, and it sounds flipping amazing. It is the loudest pedal, though, I've ever come across. I just plugged it in, and it was on the settings that it came with, and the level was at halfway round, and it blew me away. But it's also a noisy pedal, but I don't mind. It's got such a great sound, you'll hear now. I love it. I don't know if I love it more than the Austin Pride. I think they do just two different things. The Vemuram is a germanium one. The Austin Pride, you can change silicon and germanium on both transistors. So it gives me a lot of variability, and I'm spoilt for choice with my fuzzes, along with the vintage fuzz and a few others. Okay, now we've got the Magma 57. Sounds to me, the Magma 57, like a pedal that would cut through great in a band environment. It's got really nice frequencies to it, sort of bites through. Okay, now we've got the string singer. I'm going to keep it on that side at the moment. And the Ryra, fantastic Klon Centaur clone pedal. I love that. Okay, and then we've got the Automatone, which is set like this. do so much with that pedal. It's brilliant. I'm still yet to do a full review of it, but we'll get there. Okay, and then my Fender Tremolo. Love that. And then last but not least, the Strymon Volante, which sounds today like this. Now, I've got the G3 in Stomp Box Mode at the moment on most of it. So as you can see here, pedal number or preset number 1 by itself is my always on pedal. And then I can add on or take away as many of these yellow ones. So these are Stomp Boxes, which I've shown this in an earlier video, but in case you didn't see it, for example, I could add the compressor, which is in effects loop number 1, Stomp Box number 2, and I can turn it off again, but I could turn on, and then I could turn off like that by pressing the 1 as well, which would take me back just to number 4. So what I'm going to do now is take you through some combinations of pedals that I think work really well. So we're going to go for the Magma 57 and the Austin Pride Fuzz. Turn off the Magma 57 and put on the Ryra instead. So I find Stomp Box really useful in a live setting. That would be fantastic. On a different bank, I've basically set up some presets. So number 1 is my always on pedal, which makes a lot of sense, obviously. But I've set up this one to be the Tremolo, the Automatone, and the String Singer to give us this pretty wild combination. That's a really driven, sort of pulsing sound. I love it. Okay, here we've gone for the Strymon Volante to give that echoey sound. We've gone for the Ryra and the Peacekeeper. This is just a great combination for a lot of things. It's got a great vibe going on there. Okay, next I've gone for the Magma and the Myriad Fuzz by themselves. That is pretty epic. Okay, now we've got the Austin Pride and the String Singer. And I think that's it. That's what I've made so far. Let's make one combination on the fly, last thing of this series. And thank you for watching along with me. It's been a lot of fun. My next video is going to be hopefully one that you've all been wanting to see. I've seen quite a few people ask for it, and that's a little tour of every amp and every guitar I've got. I'm going to be making that over the next 2 to 3 days. And it should be out just after New Year's, and I think I'll call it All My Guitars and Amps 2021. And we can also talk about what I might get over the next year, and each year I can basically update. We should see over the years a little bit of swapping in and out, selling some amps, seeing what comes in. So right, let's make one last combination, something awesome. I need some tremolo, so I'm going to add in the trem. I want the Austin Pride Fuzz. Let's see what that sounds like. That's great, actually, love that. Let's add the Magma and see how the tremolo and the vibe work together. And there we go. That is my pedal board as it stands. I have to say, another Christmas present I've got, but I haven't actually received it yet. It's coming in a couple of days. Is another pedal, and it might take the spot of the Peacekeeper, so it could be the next always on pedal. So I'll make a video about that, but I'll keep that stum for now. Next moves on the board probably for me are going to be the Tremolo. Not that this isn't great, but I want to play around with others, and I've ordered the one that pedal show with jam pedals I've done. I can't even remember what it's called, but that might come in a month or so. Lots of people have told me to try other Strymon pedals, so that's why I put it in that top left corner, give it space. We'll try that. And I want to try one of the other double-sided overdrive pedals. I'm not sure which one yet. And yeah, I've got a lot more to show you really. I haven't done wet dry rigs and things like that through here, so we'll talk about that in another video. But back to regular one-off videos from now on, amp reviews, guitar reviews, pedal reviews, and finding my tone videos, which if you haven't seen before are sort of me trying to explore new tones that I enjoy. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Please give this video a thumbs up if you've watched all the way through to this point, and enjoy your New Year's celebrations. And I might make one video before New Year's, I might not. I'll be working on this guitars and amps video for next week. So anyway, cheers.